Hello everyone, Deb here from Cooking with Mo and Deb. Let's make some dinner. We're making this early in the day though because it's going to cook in the crock pot or in your slow cooker for about 4 to 6 hours. But I'm making chicken fajitas. You can make beef fajitas if you want, but I'm going to show you first how to do chicken fajitas. I've already got 3 chicken breasts sliced and put in my crock pot. I'm on my last one. I'm going to slice it up and put it into the crock pot. This is going to be cooking for a little while. If you wanted to have beef fajitas instead, you could definitely do that. A round steak cut into strips would be really good, but we're doing chicken, so you can do whatever you like. I'm just going to cut these in strips. I like these as strips when I do fajitas or tacos or burritos. I like them to be in strips. Okay, we're going to drop this into the crock pot, and I'm going to wash my hands. Just hang on. Okay, let's stir these. I've already got my crock pot started, so I want to stir this around just a little bit. Now, your flavor is going to come from your seasonings. I've got some garlic I'm going to put in. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of garlic into my crock pot with my chicken. And then I have a Tex Mex flavor. I'm going to use some Tex Mex with this. You could use Southwestern seasoning or taco seasoning, whatever you have on hand. But I like to put it right on the meats that I'm cooking, and I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. I like to get the seasoning on the meat. There'll still be some on your vegetables as you put it in, but I like to kind of season up the meat first. And you can always add more later if you want to, but you really don't need to. All right, so now my chicken's in. So now we're going to start with the vegetables. I've got bell peppers, red and green. You could use any color you want. And I've got a purple onion. You could use a white onion or a yellow onion if you want, but I think the purple is really pretty and we like the taste, so I do use the purple onions a good bit. So I'm just going to slice these up and drop them into my crock pot. If you have a crock pot where you can set the timer and let it cook while you're gone to work or gone to do whatever you're doing, and then it comes home, you won't have a thing to do for dinner. Your dinner will be done. There was my onion, and I'm cutting up a green bell pepper. I like all these bell peppers. I like the colors. If you wanted to use a little bit of an orange bell pepper or a yellow, add that. It really makes it pretty. But I especially love the taste of a red one. Seems like it's a little bit sweeter. I don't know. But I do use red a lot. So we just want to cut up a red bell pepper, again in strips, to put it all in together. And like I said, you can start this early in the day and let it cook on low for 4 to 6 hours. And that way it'll be finished when you come home. And all you have to do is have your toppings if you even want any, because we've got so much in the crock pot you may not even need any toppings. We also need to add 1 can of diced tomatoes. That gives you a little bit of juice. And then we're going to stir. Let's just get this stirred up a little. And I'll scoot this over so you can see a little bit better what it looks like. There we go. That is chicken fajitas ready to cook for 4 to 6 hours. We're going to put the lid on. Oh, here's my lid. We put the lid on and let this cook. Now, while it's cooking, or sometime later in the day, you can decide if you're going, how you're going to serve this. You can use flour tortillas, or maybe if you're making tacos, you can use some taco shells. Several different things. If you're watching your carbs, you can find low carb wraps. These are still a little bit high on carbs. Even if they're low carbs, it still has, well, 12's not bad for one. So tortillas, flour tortillas, that's a great thing, but look for low carbs. But an even better thing to do if you're watching your carbs is your lettuce. Here is a head of iceberg lettuce, and if you'll just take off the lettuce. This is a really big one, but we could break it in half and have 2 out of it. So here we go. Now here's my tortilla. Here's my shell for my food. You can put your chicken in it. Here's one like this. Bib lettuce works really good because it comes off really easily. But you can use your lettuce to make your shell. That's a great thing to do to save on your carbs. You could also serve avocado. Avocado is really good, and some tomato. Chop up some tomato, chop up some avocado, make some guacamole if you want to. You can even have guacamole. That's just tomatoes, avocado, maybe onions, sometimes peppers, your jalapeno pepper. Very low carb. Your avocado can be high in fat, so don't need a whole lot of it, but you can still add a little bit. Squeeze a little bit of lime juice on top, and you have a perfect, amazing chicken fajita. So we're gonna let this cook, and later on we'll show you what it looks like. See ya.